Hello students, welcome to EduFunday. I am your chemistry mentor for the chapter Classification of Elements and Periodicity in Properties. And we are going to discuss the brief summary or synopsis of this chapter. So let us start with the description of periods. So in the periodic table, how many periods are present? There are 7 horizontal rows present in the periodic table and those are known as periods. Next is each period begins with the outermost electron entering into a new principal quantum number and completes after the outermost shell P subshell is complete. Let us take an example to understand this point. For example, sodium is having electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1 और यहाँ पे हमें बता रहे हैं that each period begins with the outermost electron getting entered into a new principal quantum number. Yes, तो हमारे पास जो सोडियम है that belongs to third period. And yes, sodium belongs to third period and the outermost electron is entering into the third subshell. Okay. So next point is the number of periods denotes the number of outermost shell of that element. Yes, again consider the example of sodium. जो number of period है, sodium belongs to third period. ठीक है, सोडियम थर्ड पीरियड को बिलोंग सकता है एंड व्हाट इट इज डिनोटिंग द नंबर ऑफ आउटरमोस्ट शेल्स ऑफ दैट एलिमेंट. दैट मींस यहाँ पे हमारे पास कितने शेल्स प्रेजेंट है? 3. Next is the first element of each period except period 1 is an alkali metal and the last element is an inert gas. Yes, when we move across the period, for example हम consider करते हैं second period को, तो second period का first element कौन सा है? Lithium. So the first element of each period starts with an alkali metal and the last element of any period will be the inert gas. और हमने consider किया second period को, तो lithium हमारे पास आ गया first member and the last member will be neon that is having atomic number 10. Next is the periods are described below. So we are having the description of the periods. First period is very short and having 2 elements. Second and third periods are the short periods and which are having 8 elements each. Next is fourth and fifth period. जो fourth and fifth period है, they are having 18 elements each and is known as long period of the periodic table. Next, sixth period. जो sixth period है, it is very long period because it involves lanthanoid series also, which is having 14 elements when we neglect lanthanum element among these. So it is very long period and having 32 elements present in it. Next period is seventh period and it is incomplete as it is having some gaps left in this, so it is incomplete. So to avoid the inconvenience, 14 elements which do not include lanthanum and actinium belongs to 6th and 7th periods. So lanthanide series और actinide series कौन से period को belong करते हैं? 6th and 7th period respectively and they are placed, उनको कहाँ पे place किया गया है periodic table के नीचे at the bottom of the periodic table just to avoid the inconvenience of the we can say properties को study करने के लिए, उनके behavior, उनके chemistry को study करने के लिए we have placed them at the bottom of the periodic table as they are different from the other elements which are present in the periodic table and these are called as lanthanides and actinides respectively. Next is F block elements. What are F block elements? In elements में क्या होता है? The differentiating electron enters in n minus टू f ऑर्बिटल। जब लास्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन किसी f ऑर्बिटल में एंटर कर रहा है दैट मीन्स वो एलिमेंट f ब्लॉक एलिमेंट है। नेक्स्ट इज एलिमेंट्स हैविंग 3 incomplete outer shells are known as inner transition or f block elements, that is they have configuration जो f block elements की जनरल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन है दैट इज n-2 s2 p6 d10 f1 to 14 or we can say n-1 s2 p6 d0 to 2 ns2. So elements having 3 incomplete outer shells उनको क्या बोलते हैं हम? Inner transition elements or F block elements, and this is the general electronic configuration of F block elements. Next is there are 2 series of F block elements corresponding to the filling of 4f and 5f orbitals. Yes, F block elements involves 2 series. For example, lanthanides and actinides. तो ये है हमारे पास 2 series and lanthanides involves the filling of 4f orbital and actinides involve the filling of 5f orbitals. Next is lanthanide series. The differentiating electron occupies 4f subshell. Yes, as I already told you, जो lanthanum है अगर उसको consider करें तो उसका atomic number है 57 and it is having valence shell electronic configuration as electronic configuration 5p6, 5d1, 6s2. And when we talk about cerium 58, it is having valence shell electronic configuration 5p6, 5d1, 6s2. Now you must be seeing that जो lanthanum है that is having F configuration as 4f0 and cerium is having F configuration as 4f1. So lanthanides क्या involve करते हैं? They involve the filling of 4f orbitals. Let's talk about actinide series. The differentiating electron occupies 5s subshell. So जो actinide series है उसमें जो 5f subshell है उसको fill किया जाता है. So actinum. So this is actinum, 89 atomic number and it is having 5f0f electronic configuration. Next is thorium, 5f1 and so on. So last element of the actinide series will be having fully filled 5f orbital, that is 5f14. The actinoids are radioactive elements. जो actinoids elements होते हैं, जो actinide series के elements हैं, those are radioactive elements. And the elements from atomic number 93 onwards are called transuranic elements and have been made artificially. Yes, uranium. यूरेनियम का एटॉमिक नंबर क्या होता है? 92 and यूरेनियम के बाद के एलिमेंट्स दैट मीन्स द एटॉमिक नंबर 93 के बाद के 103 तक. So these elements are known as transuranic elements, and these all are radioactive as well as made artificially. Now let us see the characteristics. The electronic configuration of outermost shell of F block elements is Ns2 followed with n-2 f1 to 14 n-1 d0 to 2. So the electronic configuration of outermost shell की क्या होती है? In case of f orbital elements, it is n-2 f1 to 14. f में f orbital में 1 से लेके 14 तक एलिमेंट्स इलेक्ट्रॉन्स फिल होते हैं एंड d के केस में 0 to 2. So all our metals of lanthanoids are known as rare earth metals, whereas most of the members of actinoid series are known as transuranic elements. Yes, जो lanthanoids के elements हैं, those are known as rare earth elements. because they are found rarely on earth. And when we talk about actinide series, और actinide series में अभी हमने डिस्कस किया जो यूरेनियम के बाद के एलिमेंट्स हैं, that means starting from atomic number 93 to atomic number 103, these are known as transuranic elements. Next is these show variable valence and also form colored ions. Yes, these F block elements can also show variable oxidation state or variable valency, and due to their paramagnetic nature they form colored ions. And actinoids are radioactive and also form complexes. Why actinoids form complexes? Because they show variable oxidation state. Now let us see the importance of electron affinity. Certain properties of the elements are predicted on the basis of values of electron affinity. What is electron affinity? It is the energy released. For example, एक हमारे पास atom है that is present in gaseous state. जब ये एक electron gain करेगा, then it will get converted into A negative. That means anion, and it will release some amount of energy. And the energy released during this process is known as electron affinity. The elements having high values of electron affinity are capable of accepting electron easily. Yes, जितनी ज़्यादा electron affinity उतनी ही ज़्यादा capable होगा वो element इलेक्ट्रॉन को एक्सेप्ट करने के लिए. एंड दे फॉर्म एनाइंस, एज आई ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू. यहाँ पे जब एक इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन होगा, एटम जब एक इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन करेगा, देन इट विल फॉर्म एन एनाइन एंड इलेक्ट्रोवेलेंट कंपाउंड. So these elements are electronegative in nature. Yes, more the electronegative element, more will be its tendency to gain one electron. For example, when we talk about fluorine, fluorine is highly electronegative in nature and it is having very greater tendency to gain one electron to give F negative ion with the release of some amount of energy. Okay, why it is getting converted into anion? To attain stability, because fluorine is having atomic number 9. जब electron ये एक gain कर लेगा, then it will be having atomic number 10 and will attain stable electronic configuration just like its noble gas, nearest noble gas, neon. Next is the elements having high values of electron affinity acts as strong oxidizing agent. Yes, जिन elements की electron affinity की value high होती है, those acts as strong oxidizing agent. For example, हम एक example consider करते हैं halogens का, chlorine. Let us consider chlorine. Chlorine can gain one electron to get converted into Cl negative. So oxidizing agent, chlorine क्या है? Chlorine can act as strong oxidizing agent because it is readily gaining one electron. Okay, and what are oxidizing agents? Oxidizing agents are the ones which themselves gets reduced. Reduced means, and what do you mean by reduction? Yes, reduction means जो gain करते हैं electron. Gaining of electron is known as reduction. So halogens, on this note we can say halogens are strong oxidizing agents. Next is, on the basis of the general trend of ionization potential and electron affinity, the following properties can be predicted. Okay, what is the trend of ionization potential? Yes, when we talk about ionization potential, then it increases. जब हम across the period move करेंगे, then it increases due to the increase of effective nuclear charge, and down the group it decreases. Decrease क्यों करेगा? Because down the group the size is increasing, number of shells are increasing, or ionization potential we have to supply very less to remove the valence shell electron. And next is electron affinity. Electron affinity का क्या trend होता है? This is electron affinity, and when we move across the period, then electron affinity increases. That means negative value increase कर रही है, and down the group it decreases. That means it is becoming more positive. Okay. So let us see what are the properties that can be predicted. First is metallic nature. Metallic nature decreases in a period while non-metallic nature increases. Yes, जब हम across the period move करते हैं, then metallic nature decreases. Metallic nature. Yes, metallic nature कैसे judge करेंगे? Electropositivity of any element will judge the metallic nature. Okay, so across the period metallic nature decreases because electropositivity is decreasing. So we can write across the period metallic nature decreases. Okay, so in a period while non-metallic nature increases. Non-metallic nature will be predicted on the basis of electronegativity, and across the period electronegativity increases, which increases the non-metallic nature. So next is metallic nature increases in a group. Yes, ग्रुप में क्या करेगा? जब डाउन द ग्रुप मूव करेंगे, then the tendency to lose the electron will increase, and that is why metallic nature will also increase, while down the group non-metallic nature decreases. So down the group metallic nature increase करेगा, and across the period non-metallic nature will increase. So these arrows I have used for the representation over here and over here also. So this is the summary of this topic, or we can say this point actually. So this point explains that down the group metallic nature increases, and across the period metallic nature decreases. And this is about non-metallic nature, and down the group non-metallic nature decrease करता है, और across the period non-metallic nature increases due to the increase in electronegativity, and metallic nature decreases across the period from left to right because electropositive nature decreases. Next is reducing nature decreases in a period while oxidizing nature increases. Okay, reducing nature means दूसरों को reduce करेगा, खुद की oxidation होगी. Okay, so reducing nature means itself gets oxidized, and oxidizing nature means itself gets reduced. As we have already discussed, जो ग्रुप 17 के एलिमेंट्स है वो गुड क्या है? ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट. वो गुड ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट है क्योंकि वो खुद की रिडक्शन कर सकते हैं इजीली एज दे कैन गेन इलेक्ट्रॉन. सो अगर हम पीरियड में मूव कर रहे हैं फ्रॉम लेफ्ट टू राइट, देन ऑक्सीडाइजिंग, देन वी कैन से देन ऑक्सीडाइजिंग नेचर increases, and when we move down the group, then we can say reducing nature increases. So this is the representation. Reducing nature down the group क्या करेगा? It will increase, and reducing nature across the period will decrease, because जो tendency है to lose the electron is decreasing across the period. एक्चुअली रिड्यूसिंग नेचर को आप मेटालिक नेचर के साथ भी कंसीडर कर सकते हैं. यस, बिकॉज जो ग्रुप 1 के एलिमेंट्स हैं दोज आर गुड मेटल्स. ओके, वी कैन से हाईली एक्टिव मेटल्स, और वो सबसे ज्यादा अच्छे रिड्यूसिंग नेचर शो करते हैं. सो रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट्स, बेस्ट एग्जांपल ग्रुप 1 एलिमेंट्स. And when we talk about oxidizing nature, it decreases down the group, decrease करेगा down the group, and it will increase across the period. Okay, and next is stability of metal increases while activity of the metal decreases in a period, and in group stability decreases while activity increases. Yes, activity, अगर हम activity की बात करते हैं, yes, when we talk about the activity of metals की बात करेंगे तो इलेक्ट्रॉन लूज करना चाहिए, इलेक्ट्रॉन should lose, ठीक है. So element should lose the electron readily in case of metals. And what about non-metals? In case of non-metals, activity will be seen by its tendency to gain the electron. Okay, so अगर मैं activity in case of non-metals देखूंगी, then it should gain electron readily. And the activity of metal decreases in a period, whereas activity of non-metal increases in a period. So let's talk about the stability of metal. Stability of metal decreases down the group because जो हमारे पास reactivity है metal की, that increases down the group. Next is stability of metal, जो क्या करती है, increase करती है across the period because reactivity of metal decreases across the period. Okay, जब reactivity और we can say activity decrease करती है, then only the metal will be stable. Okay, same is the case with. Okay, so here we are having activity of metals. Activity of metals क्या करते हैं, down the group it increases, and activity of metals it decreases across the period. Okay, ये increase क्यों कर रही है down the group? Because ionization potential is decreasing down the group. Okay, so this is the reason behind the activity and stability. This trend is observed especially in 1A, 2A. So there is a correction because ये trend especially हमें alkali metals और alkaline earth metals में देखने को मिलता है. Next we are having periodic variation in properties of compounds. First is melting and boiling points of halides of alkali metals. And for the same alkali metals, the melting points and boiling points decrease in the order fluoride, chloride, bromide, iodide. Okay, so fluoride का सबसे ज़्यादा melting point होगा, then chloride, then bromide, and then last iodide. So halides we are having sodium fluoride, sodium chloride, sodium bromide and sodium iodide, and you can see the melting point is decreasing in the order of fluoride, chloride, bromide and iodide for the same metal. Okay, so melting point of sodium fluoride will be the maximum, that is 996 degrees Celsius, and then sodium chloride का जो melting point है that is 801 degrees Celsius. Sodium bromide is having the melting point 747 degrees Celsius, and next is sodium iodide that is having melting point of 660 degrees Celsius. And for the same halides ion, the melting point decreases as we move down the group from sodium to cesium. पहले हमने क्या रखा, पहले हमने halides को different कर दिया और metal को same रखा. उस केस में क्या था, fluoride का सबसे ज़्यादा melting point था. Now here is the different case. अब हम metal को change कर दे रहे हैं and the fluoride is constant. That means जो हमारे पास halide है that is same. Okay, so fluorides हमने consider किए सारे metals के, so the melting point will decreases as we move down the group from sodium metal to cesium metal. तो अगर हम fluorides consider कर रहे हैं, lithium fluoride, sodium fluoride, potassium fluoride, rubidium fluoride, cesium fluoride, then melting point will decrease. Okay, So melting point is decreasing, as you can see. जो 846 है, that is melting point of lithium fluoride. Then 996, here is the exception. Okay, so अगर हम, क्योंकि lithium fluoride, because you must be knowing कि जो first member होता है of every group that shows anomalous properties from their corresponding metals और elements. Okay, so lithium fluoride को हम consider नहीं कर रहे हैं अभी. Okay, because it shows exception, and other elements, as you must be seeing कि जो बाकी फ्लोराइड्स हैं जैसे सोडियम फ्लोराइड, पोटाशियम फ्लोराइड, रुबीडियम फ्लोराइड, सीसियम फ्लोराइड, इनके जो मेल्टिंग पॉइंट्स हैं दोज आर डिक्रीजिंग इन अ ऑर्डर. ओके, Next is the solubility of carbonates and bicarbonates of alkali and alkaline earth metals. So what is happening over here? The carbonates and bicarbonates of alkali metals are soluble in water. जो alkali metals हैं group 1 के elements हैं, उनके compounds, that is carbonates and bicarbonates, वो क्या है? Those are soluble in water. और अगर solubility को compare करेंगे, then their solubilities increase as we move down the group from lithium to cesium. अगर हम lithium से cesium move कर रहे हैं from down the group, then the solubilities of bicarbonates and carbonates increases. So this is the order of solubility of carbonates, that is increasing from lithium to cesium, and this is the order of bicarbonate solubility in water, that is also increasing as we are going from lithium to cesium. Okay, next we are having is solubility of hydroxides of alkali metals and alkaline earth metals in water. So the hydroxides of alkali metals are appreciably soluble in water, and their solubilities further increase as we move from lithium to cesium. Okay, तो solubility क्या कर रही है hydroxide की? It is increasing as we are moving from lithium to cesium, and they are soluble in water. Okay, so we can write it like this, that the order of the solubilities of hydroxide will increase in the order of lithium hydroxide, then sodium hydroxide, then potassium hydroxide, rubidium hydroxide, and at last the solubility will be maximum of cesium hydroxide. The hydroxides of alkaline earth metals. So this is the general formula of hydroxides of alkaline earth metals, that is group 2 elements are which are sparingly soluble in water. जो group 2 के hydroxides हैं, they are sparingly soluble in water, and their lower solubility than alkali metal hydroxides. And what is the reason behind their lower solubility? It is due to the greater ionization energy of alkaline earth metal atom than ionization atoms. So what is happening? जो group 1 के elements हैं, those are having lower ionization energy, but जो alkaline earth metals हैं, those are having greater ionization energy than group 1 elements. Okay, so that is why the solubility of their hydroxide is less as compared to group 1 elements. So when we talk about the comparison, then we can say their solubility in water increase markedly as we have down the group. As we move down the group, the solubility increases. So group 2 की जो solubility order होगा, that will be this. So this is the increasing order of solubility. As we are going from beryllium to barium, the solubility of hydroxides of group 2 elements increasing. The basic nature of alkaline earth metal hydroxides also increase down the group as we are going from beryllium hydroxide. Okay, ठीक है, जो beryllium hydroxide है that is amphoteric and magnesium hydroxide is a weak base, और जो calcium hydroxide है and strontium hydroxide those are moderately strong bases. Okay, so basic nature, as we are going from beryllium to strontium to barium, then the basic nature is increasing. Okay, because जो beryllium hydroxide है that is amphoteric in nature, magnesium hydroxide is a weak base, and next are calcium hydroxide and strontium hydroxide जो कि है moderately strong bases, and at last जो barium hydroxide है that is barium क्या है, group 2 का last member है, and उसका hydroxide is nearly as strongly basic as alkali metal hydroxides. Solubility of alkaline earth metal sulfates in water. Now next we are talking about alkaline earth metal sulfates, मतलब group 2 के जो sulfates हैं उनकी water में solubility. The solubility of alkaline earth metal sulfates decreases down the group. और अगर हम down the group move करते हैं then the solubility of the sulfates of group 2 elements decreases. So this is the order of the solubility of sulfates of group 2 elements, that is decreasing as we are going from beryllium to barium. Beryllium sulfate and magnesium sulfate are soluble. जो beryllium sulfate है, magnesium sulfate, these two are soluble in water. And next is calcium sulfate. जो calcium sulfate है that is slightly soluble, and next is strontium sulfate and barium sulfate. These are almost insoluble in water. Okay, or we can say sparingly soluble. अगर होगा भी dissolve तो बहुत ही ज़्यादा कम quantity में ये dissolve होंगे in water, and it is due to this fact. और what is the reason behind it? That when we test barium ion or ion in qualitatively analysis as barium sulfate, getting a white precipitate in either case. Okay, जब इसका reaction हमने देखा, जब qualitatively analysis हमने करके देखा barium sulfate का, then we were getting white precipitates. Okay, in both जब हमने water के साथ इसको dissolve किया then we were getting white precipitates. That's all about this topic. Thanks for watching.